Checkpoint authority.
So, and it's a checkpoint, and we're not actually crossing a border right now, are we?
Checkpoint authority. Held up by the Supreme Court.
When?
These are the cases.
What year?
These are the cases.
You already illegally searched my car. You have no grounds for searching my car with a dog.
Yeah, actually,
I've been detained and searched by a dog. I'm a teacher. I'm on vacation. I got time.
If you want to stay here, that's fine.
That's fine.
I'm trying to explain everything to you. I'm showing our authorities.
No, I'm very curious about what happens.
Right
I'm very curious about what happens.
Right here.
A checkpoint encounter unfolds on a federally funded highway as agents request citizenship status, and a driver calmly refuses to answer, asserting her constitutional rights. While questioning the authority behind the stop, the situation escalates when agents cite legal statutes and Supreme Court rulings to justify detention and inspection, including the use of a canine search, while the driver challenges the basis of the stop, asks whether she is free to go, and pushes back on what she views as overreach. Tensions rise as both sides stand firm. The agents maintain the checkpoint is lawful and within established authority, while the driver raises concerns about discrimination and the limits of questioning. Ultimately, the interaction becomes a direct confrontation over legal boundaries, rights on public roads, and how authority is applied in real time under the framework of immigration enforcement and constitutional protections.
Are we crossing a border?
No, but are you United States citizens?
Are we crossing a border? I've never been asked if I'm a citizen before when I'm traveling down the road.
This is an immigration checkpoint.
Right, but we're not crossing a border.
Okay.
Are you recording this?
Yes.
So we're not recording, and I know I don't have to answer. You can ask. No, you don't have to. I don't have to answer. I've seen this before, and we did this last year when we were coming back. No, actually, I'm a teacher, and on the national level, we've been talking about this.
You can talk about it. Understand?
You can ask me. I don't have to answer.
You are required to answer an immigration question. You are not required to answer any other questions.
And what's your name? Your badge is covered. Come here.
That's right. Agent Elmore.
I just want to.
E-L-M-O-R-E.
And what is it what's the law that says we have to answer?
If you want to see, hold on. You got a ankle to me?
Am I free to go, or are you detaining me?
You are being detained, ma'am.
Okay, I'm being detained on what grounds?
It's an immigration checkpoint, ma'am.
Okay, and so what's the ground? What's the violation for being detained?
You know what? Just for you, here we go. Right here. U.S. Supreme Court. U.S.
Right.
Martinez Forte.
No, you're covering part of it.
No, there's my point up here.
Right
See?
there.
Checkpoint authority.
So, and it's a checkpoint. We're not actually crossing a border right now, are we?
Checkpoint authority. Held up by the Supreme Court.
When?
These are the cases.
What year?
These are the cases.
What? No, because this is not a recent thing.
It doesn't have to be recent, ma'am.
We don't. So are we being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
For what?
An immigration inspection.
Right.
Would you like to read this?
No, I don't want to stop. Am I free to go?
No.
I'm not free to go.
You are being detained.
On what grounds?
Right here. I've already told you.
No, you haven't. You've held up a piece of paper in my
INA
face.
287. INA 274.
So I'm being ground because I won't tell you whether or not I'm a citizen, even though I'm in New Mexico, traveling on a highway that's paid for with federal dollars.
Okay, here.
So federal dollars.
I'm reading this.
You already illegally searched my car. You have no grounds for searching my car with a dog.
Actually,
I've been detained and searched by a dog.
That also was hung up in court. Open air search.
This is interesting. And so
that dog did not go in your car.
So if I just come through and say yes, I'm a citizen, I can just go ahead.
It's justified. If the agent's justified by the answer, yes.
Okay, so if I have an accent and I'm brown, can I just say yes and go ahead, or do I have to prove it?
Well, if we want to.
Because I have a bunch of teacher friends who are sick of their kids being discriminated against.
This is a spike.
Okay. No, I'll put it in park. I'll put it in park.
I'm trying to.
There you go.
Here's the
No, I'm just curious because my teacher friends are sick of their kids being discriminated against.
Okay. I'm not discriminating against anybody.
I have friends in San Diego who get their children harassed because they immigrated from Mexico. They're a teacher. Their kids are born here.
I'm asking you a question.
And they're tired of it.
Okay. I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens to me if I refuse to answer your question?
You'll stay here until you're answered.
I'm a teacher. I'm on vacation. I got time.
If you want to stay here, that's fine.
That's fine.
I'm trying to explain everything to you. I'm showing our authorities.
No, I'm very curious about what happens. I'm very curious about what happens.
Right here. Do you want to read this?
Nope. I want to see what happens when I refuse to say that I'm a citizen or not.
That's fine. So you're unwilling to answer the question.
I don't think I have to in this country.
Okay.
I'm traveling down the road. It's the only road to go.
Otherwise.
You just funneled us into a place, took everybody's picture, so you can document us.
Look, I understand.
No, I get it. I know you do, and you're doing your job, and you're going to keep doing your job. And you know what? That's what the brown shirt said in Germany. Everybody was just doing their job.
I get it.
So I'm not going to make it easy for you guys to do your job.
That's fine, ma'am, and I get it. But look, if you just tell us whether or not you're a U.S. citizen,
I'm traveling down the road. It's the only way to get to my house. It's the only way to travel down this road. And I don't think anyone in this country not crossing a border should have to get pulled over, have their picture taken, loaded into the frickin' database for this country, for everybody to come through and do facial recognition software.
Totally get your point, but the point is, you're taking the fight.
This is it. This is it. You refuse to get up and off the back of the bus, or this is it.
But ma'am, you're taking a fight to the wrong guy.
Well,
you're at Walmart.
You know
you
what?
Don't like the pricing.
I don't go there either. I absolutely don't go either.
Make the laws,
I boycott that place as well.
I don't understand. I'm trying to explain to you our authority. I did. Okay, we have authority right here.
So I'm not telling you whether I'm a citizen or not.
Supreme Court
Okay,
justification
well,
of
we'll
it,
just
and
have to
that's fine.
detain you.
Okay, great. Where are we going? So you're detaining. I just want to be clear. You're detaining me.
You are being detained.
Okay.
But
And I'm not free to go.
do not pull forward. No.
Right.
Please do
You
not
are
go
being
forward.
detained. Please
We
do
don't
not
want your
pull forward.
tire.
Right.
That's a spike you,
Okay. So you're just gonna wait here?
We'll just wait.
Okay.
You guys are the ones detaining me.
Yeah, we are detaining you because my job here,
I know.
by law, and our authority as immigration officers is just to establish citizenship. You could be
I'm
Swedish,
not
you could
crossing.
be French,
I'm not
you
crossing
could
the
be
border.
Canadian. You're not.
Not
But
crossing
you
the
are
border.
100 miles within.
If I didn't speak English, if I didn't speak
if you were a
English,
terrorist
and
and we
I would,
caught you,
yeah,
you would be more concerned, wouldn't you?
If I didn't speak any English and I pulled up here and couldn't answer your question,
Ma'am, do
and
you
I
know how
spoke
many illegals
and I
speak perfect
spoke
English?
Swedish,
Do you
and
know
no
how
one
many-
could translate for me, would you let me through?
Do you know how many people from another country speak perfect English and are not U.S. citizens?
Do you? So if
has
I
nothing
didn't
to do
speak,
with
this is my question. If I didn't speak any English or Spanish
We'd find a
or a language, you would just sit here until you found a translator,
Yes, ma'am. Or
you would
could prove to
assume
me-
that I wasn't from the
until
country.
you could prove to me that you were here legally.
Right.
If you did not speak English, then I'd be satisfied. But it was a simple question: are you a U.S. citizen or not, or what is your citizenship?
I'm
You'd have been on your way.
passing a federally funded highway, driving, minding my own business, and I get pulled over and asked if I'm a citizen.
That's right.
Not answering. So if you're ready to let me go, I'm ready to go.
Are you ready to answer the question?
No. Call the person back and have them spell it out for you. I just want you, so you're detaining us and not letting my son use the bathroom.
You're detained.
So if you're detaining people, you can't let us use the bathroom. That's fine. I know.
Ma'am, as soon as you're ready to state your citizenship,
you're not.
You are free to go as soon as you
So
state your citizenship.
mine's gonna be posted
You will
online.
be detained
Where
here
are you gonna
until
post
you
yours?
state your citizenship.
Okay, so when you detain people, you don't give them access to a bathroom?
No.
So no bathroom access. So how long do you detain people while you deny them the use of a bathroom? Is that still your supervisor?
Want to talk to my supervisor?
I do.
Right there. Can we get her again?
Yes, please. I mean, I just want the facts.
You don't even know the facts.
I don't need to.
What you do is your history.
I don't
You
need
need to go back and check our authority to be here. That's what you need to do.
I need to learn the history.
I don't understand what your point is right now. What's the point of you doing this? With your children in the car. Okay.
That's good. Generally, for me, with my children in the car, it's to teach them to fight back against oppression and
What are
bigotry.
you fighting back against?
Oppression right now. I'm traveling in our country, the land of the free, and we're not free.
Authority to be here. You're with 100 miles of the border. It doesn't matter whether or not you cross the border.
So we just traveled through
Learn your law.
Indiana, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Michigan, what other states up there? New York, New Jersey. At no point did we cross the border patrol checkpoint.
It doesn't matter.
We were in Detroit. We were leaving Detroit, and it's odd because I'm like, there's not a single checkpoint leaving Detroit, and you're literally on the border. So
Who has
how
to use
long?
the bathroom?
He does.
He can come inside and use the bathroom.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So it's not true that you detain people indefinitely and don't let them use the bathroom, because
Ma'am,
that's
all you
what
have
she
to do is
said.
state your
We try to help out what we can. We're
Right.
here.
Well, she said no, we couldn't
we
use
have
the
authority to
bathroom, and she was the
Oh, she-
supervisor. I think
you
she's
can use the
upset.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, you can't use that bathroom.
I didn't
Correct
ask to use that bathroom.
We have one we don't usually.
She pointed to it.
We have one we don't usually let the
Yeah, that's
public
fine.
use.
Right.
Don't worry. We got it.
Thanks.
Come on, buddy.
So if I say yes and you don't believe me, what do you do? So that's my question, because a couple people showed videos are all brown. Well, I'm not answering that question right now. So my question is,
immigration checkpoints with 100 air miles.
right? No, I get it. I know.
Okay. And it's law. If you don't like it, write your local congressman.
Right. So the people that we see you actually making show papers are all brown.
It's because when we question them, that they're showing any kind of paperwork, they might be B1, B2. You know what that is?
Right. So if they're brown and have a really thick accent and say yes, they're a citizen, you just believe them?
You know what?
I don't know. So the question is, if they're brown and have a really thick accent,
Color has nothing to do with it, man.
and so you can just say yes.
I question everybody as citizenship.
I'm looking at what I see happen. So,
If that was the case,
and it usually is a race issue.
if that was the case,
I mean, it's great if we can pretend it's
you would have
not.
been released already. If that was the case,
Oh no, you guys are trying to make a point. Like,
thing
clearly
is-
you guys are like, no, I get it. Because last year when we did this, they just let us go. They're like, we don't have time for
You're not the only
this.
person we've done this to.
I know.
You're the third person.
Oh,
today we've
I'm
done
sure. I'm sure. How long did they stay?
this. How long did they stay? It all depends.
No, I know, but well, you were here. How long did they stay?
Oh, actually, eventually, all pretty much answer the question.
Right.
Hold on a second.
Oh yeah,
You guys been here for a while, right?
a little bit.
A
little over an hour.
We ran all the necessary checks as needed from you guys. By the way, you guys are American citizens, all of you guys.
Really?
According to our checks, you guys should be proud of that, especially the young kids in the back. Keep that in mind. Be proud of who you are and you're doing American, by the way. So, yeah. I'll give you this. You guys can educate yourselves on that a little bit more.
Thank you.
Okay. It's a shame that you're not proud of being American, in my opinion. So.
No one said that. I don't think anybody should be proud based on where they're born because it promotes nationalism, which is the basis for fascism, which is how people end up going to war over their national pride.
As an American, you guys should practice your voting privileges. Have you done
Are we
that?
free to go?
Have you done that?
Are we free to go?
You're free to go now. Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Tense checkpoint encounter unfolds as a driver refuses to answer questions about citizenship and challenges the authority behind the stop. While agents explain that the detention is based on immigration inspection protocols within a federally authorized zone, the interaction escalates. As both sides stand firm, the driver questions the legality of continued detention, the use of databases, and the implications for civil liberties, while the agents maintain that cooperation is required to proceed. What begins as a simple request turns into a prolonged standoff defined by conflicting interpretations of authority rights and enforcement limits. Ultimately, the situation highlights how quickly a routine checkpoint can become a complex exchange over constitutional protections, individual freedom, and the scope of federal power in practice.
Laughing at your plate there, I'm sorry. Where are you coming from today, sir?
Why?
I'm sorry?
Why?
Just trying to figure out where you're coming from.
Why? Arizona? Why?
Why? Oh, why Arizona? I thought you were asking me like as in why I'm asking. Oh, okay. And where you heading to now?
I'm not saying.
Oh, okay. This your vehicle, sir?
I'm not saying.
You're not gonna say. Alright. Do you have the ID on you, sir?
I'm not saying.
You're not saying if you have any ID on you?
No. Peeking and prodding at the public along the nation's highways was allowed for immigration inspection purposes by the U.S. Supreme Court in the 1970s. These suspicionless stops are set up strategically around the country and within 100 miles of U.S. borders. Power, paranoia, and a relentless search for control expands these checkpoints beyond the authority they've been granted. If there's a town called I'm Not Saying, I'm going there.
A checkpoint encounter unfolds on a federally funded highway near the border as agents question travelers and request citizenship status, while the occupants calmly challenge the authority behind the stop and refuse to answer certain questions. The interaction shifts between explanation and skepticism as agents cite legal backing for immigration inspections and attempt to proceed with routine checks. including brief detentions and searches while the travelers raise concerns about rights. Discrimination and the limits of enforcement within a fixed checkpoint zone. Moments of cooperation appear alongside moments of resistance, as both sides navigate the boundaries of authority and personal freedom. Ultimately, the situation highlights how these encounters rely on voluntary compliance, communication, and legal interpretation, turning what begins as a standard checkpoint into a broader discussion about constitutional rights enforcement practices and how power is exercised in real time.